It's week 4 of the National Football League. And front and center is me, Cole Hardman.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Herbert, that's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Bourne.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And down to the 41. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert. He'll get this off to Swift. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Now Herbert. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Holding. Defense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's caught left side. Ruckert with it. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Patterson's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now, back out on the field, putting together a good drive and get some points of their own.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Off play action, Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now Montgomery running right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That good for 19 and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping the second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll go down, brought down to the 20-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
ball back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Outright, he's got Ruckert. Touchdown, Bears! Jeremy Ruckert, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
I know when the highlights are replayed later, we're going to focus on the throw and the catch, aren't we? But how about the guys that allowed him all the time he wanted in the pocket? The big fellas up front. Terrific job protecting him.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And all of that was capped off by a Jeremy Ruckert touchdown catch. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. But going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that's out to the flat for Swift. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that will bring up second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Herbert throwing again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point try now for Patterson. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. Another shot now for this Lions offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
Herbert's pass complete to Jamison Williams. Brings up
Now Herbert off the bootleg. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that. On 1st down, Fields. And he slings one that's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
2nd down and 10.
Fields. And he will find his man on the outside. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Now, they're making a real 1st quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Fields on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And here's Fields. Being chased out left. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after one. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
On 2nd down, Swift. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Herbert now. Finds his target. It's Swift along the sideline.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw here, Herbert. Open man is born. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
It's now
3rd and 2, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd.
Again, Herbert. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the air. And the Lions get a bit closer. Great corner out there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. And I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Fields. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 30 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing is working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were able to defeat Houston last week. They lead things here as well as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Swift. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
It's a gain of 3. That brings up 3rd.
Now it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27. It's a gain of 2 yards.
Now it's Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. This is caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Here's Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Montgomery. will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Patterson now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Herbert. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he goes out right around the 39. Now a carry for Swift. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got this, complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who'd shake it up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson.
Complete to T.J. Hawkinson.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert going back to the same well. It's Hawkinson again. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
To T.J. Hawkinson.
Herbert throwing again. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He'll go right back to St. Brown. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Herbert now. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
A 29-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start up at Lambeau, Arizona in town to take on Green Bay. And it's the Cardinals who have the lead as they play the second quarter. DeAndre Hopkins, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Jonathan Taylor accounting for the lone scoring thus far as he's cashed in with a touchdown run. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. DJ Moore, a touchdown catch in that first half. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Fields throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Out to his left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Looking middle, and that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pick.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he is going to have a Lions first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Herbert on first down now. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 47.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. His throw incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they've got to remember that they're not going to get it all back on one drive. But that being said, they also had to come out here in the 3rd quarter with a sense of urgency and playmaking ability, and they showed it on that last play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Herbert. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On the handoff, this is Swift. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to hold him to 3 there. That leads to a 4th and goal.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down. That's a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the right hash and a bit of a tight angle. York able to send this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. On 1st down, it's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. 2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. On play action, Fields. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
complete to number 85. Out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
They'll run here with Swift. Oh, he shifts past him. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 60 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Swift trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Short of the goal line. It's a gain of 11. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run with Swift. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is the open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Lions take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy hit a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. He's got Smith here. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Fields goes right back to Smith again. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Running left, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Gets past one man. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now Fields. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. On second and goal, Fields. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now Fields on third and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Nicole Hardman from 4 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 31, Herbert. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On first down, it's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. To the air again, Herbert. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Herbert. He's got this complete to Williams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Herbert throwing again. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
That's
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
He had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And in for the Lions, touchdown. T.J. Hockenson from 10 yards out. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On second and 7, Fields. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. A shotgun snap. Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 37. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
A give. This is Montgomery.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. They're leading the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On second down, Montgomery. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Back to throw, Fields.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Chris Barnes. And the Lions are right back in this football game.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
Time for another look at this Lions offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 36 yards on the play.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Herbert. That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that on your side.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he floats one there, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Herbert now. And he comes back with one complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Herbert back to the air. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's Swift.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Swift again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
So now here come the Lions up to go for two.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
To throw is Fields.
Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down. Fields.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at the 20. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Herbert. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 14-yard line.
Fields.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That's a big play from both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Here's Fields.
to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. They hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away and trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line.
Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here.
They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd and 4. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
Now Fields.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
2nd and 11.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Bears, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.